What's going on, guys? It's Deathmonk here. Quick video here for you guys. Just a little short update. We've had a look at what's going on with the Death Star, as well as the purple beam that's currently emitting in the Chapter 6 Season 2 map. Now, there's been no change at this present moment in time, and we're still awaiting Stage 5 of 5 for the beams. So the red beam is currently emitting at the moment from one of the POIs on the Chapter 6 Season 2 map. No change for the last week on that, but hopefully we're going to get some changes hopefully soon, before May the 2nd, which is of course Chapter 6 Season 3's start date. But recently there's also been no changes with the Death Star. It's currently at, if I'm not mistaken, Stage 3. So I think that is also a 5-stage type, I suppose, mini event, as I would assume. But let me know what you guys' opinions of that in the comments box down below. But as you guys can see from Brazil's official Fortnite Twitter account, we got this rather interesting teaser for the OG mode. So as you guys can see, Brazil_Fortnite on Twitter basically put out this rather interesting tweet when translated from Portuguese to English. Why remember if you can relive? Then the crying emoji followed by a meteor emoji. So as you guys can see, we've got this image, which as you guys are currently seeing on screen, what appears to be an unknown alien space like skin. I can't really tell who that could be. It could potentially be a new skin, or it could be something that we may not have seen before, but I'm keen to hear what you guys' opinions of that in the comments. But interestingly, it's what's in the sky, which is the meteor. Now, of course, back in the days of Chapter 1, Season 3, back in the day, of course, we did have that meteor event, so that is really interesting. Now, I think from my understanding, we are expecting this to appear at some point in the map. We also understand there's going to be some sort of telescopes that we can look through as part of a quest. We don't know when these quests are going to be going live. Hopefully it's soon. But I'm keen to hear you guys' opinions of that in the comments box down below. I will put this tweet again linked in the description as well. We also got this rather interesting trailer, which is going to be promoting the Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 into the game fairly soon, from what we understand. It's mostly going to be making its entrance tonight in tonight's item shop reset. So let me know what you guys' views and thoughts of this trailer in the comments. And without further ado, let's check this out. So that's really interesting. Let me know what you guys' opinions of that in the comments box down below. But as you guys can see, what appears to be in the middle of one of the cities in the current Fortnite map. As you guys can see, we've got Midas driving the Ford Mustang. I'm a massive fan of Ford Mustang, but that's really interesting to see this car, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that car in the Fast and the Furious series? So hopefully we're going to get to see some more of these rather interesting cars make their way into Fortnite. Let me know what you guys' views and opinions of this in the comments box down below. And also, we've also got a rather interesting update here, which includes physics. And this confirms to be coming between July and September to Fortnite. So as you guys can see, we've got this rather interesting physics type mini trailer. I'm not exactly sure what the source of this is at the moment, but apparently this has been found. So as you guys can see, you can do like a catapult type mechanic, which is really interesting. Bus running into different like letters apparently. There's a seesaw type mechanic there. A bowling ball running into Skittles, which apparently is going to be a mode. If I understand, there's been all sorts of talk about like 10-pin bowling type mode, so that is really interesting. We've got like a cannonball running into some stone, little seesaw mechanic, catapult, very, very interesting stuff there, guys. I'm going to assume this may be coming to creative, but It'd be awesome to see this come to Battle Royale someday. So I'm keen to hear what you guys' views and opinions of this. Let me know in the comments box down below. There's also been a OG hotfix update. So as you guys can see, there's been some changes to how certain weapons perform. So as you guys can see, there's been changes to the burst AR, the minigun, the tactical SMG, which has apparently temporarily been vaulted. But there has been some changes before it's vaulting as well. Submachine gun has been vaulted from my understanding. The suppressed SMG is still in the game. Suppressed pistol still in the game. Hand cannon still there. Pump shotgun still there. Rocket launcher still there. So there's been a couple of vaultings, which is okay by me, but it's been temporarily vaulted for some updates that need to be made to them. So tactical SMG currently temporarily vaulted, as is the submachine guns. So that's really interesting, guys. Keen to hear what you guys' views and opinions of this in the comments. Now, when we got that Star Wars trailer the other day, there's been a certain piece of text which reads that we're going to be at some point taking on the Death Star. Now that's, like I aforementioned earlier on in this video, it's currently on the Fortnite map at the moment, but come June the 7th, if I'm not mistaken, I believe if I'm not mistaken, I could actually, yeah, June the 7th, we are expecting some sort of live event that's going to be going down. So as you guys can see, this is a rumour at the moment, so it's not, so what he's about to tell, what Lula was about to tell us here is not confirmed. However, it has been heavily rumoured. So it's in the Season 3 Death Star narrative event, similar to Operation Skyfire from Chapter 2 Season 7, we may explore the Death Star as we follow another character around to complete a task. The loopers might use a 0-point shard to push the Death Star through a portal, which causes it to both explode and destroy part of the Battle Royale island. This info comes from a source that he cannot fully confirm at the moment, but he did get proof of some solid stuff, but still take it with a big grain of salt. So, what would you guys think? Should this be an interesting live event? Let me know what you guys' views and thoughts are. Now, shout out to Pony Ray. Now, this is what you guys are currently seeing on screen is stilled images of how big the Death Star could end up being on the Fortnite map. So, that is really interesting there. So, it has been rotating over time as it gets closer and closer to the map itself. We're not exactly sure what the full size of the Death Star is going to end up being, but we can assume it could potentially be quite big, guys. So, but that's really interesting come June the 7th, guys. Hopefully, I can't wait for this live event, guys, so this is going to be really exciting to look forward to. Now, some people may have heard, if you're fans of Warzone, will have heard of a developer who goes by the name of Ted Timmins. Now, basically, for those who don't know, after 4 years, 5 Call of Duty titles, 40 seasons of content and a personal favourite stat, and multiple quality of life changes on Call of Duty, specifically Warzone, he's recently left Raven Software to actually join Epic Games here, guys. Now, as you guys can see, this is coming from his official Twitter or X account. Now, back on April 22nd, so a couple of days ago at time recording, he actually did make his way to Epic Games, joining the Fortnite team. So that is really interesting. Now, he's been doing all sorts of really great content with Warzone. So as you guys can see, he's now employed as a design director for Fortnite. So that is really interesting, guys. We could potentially see some really crazy events coming up soon, hopefully. So we can assume it could potentially be involved with the Star Wars stuff. So I'm keen to hear what you guys' views and opinions are of this. Let me know in the comments box down below. Now, as of a few moments ago here, guys, we've actually got the map overlay here of the Chapter 6 Season 3 map. Now, don't forget that season is going to be called Galactic Battle, going to be dropping May the 2nd. Now, this comes from Fortnite's official X or Twitter account. So, as you guys can see, we've got 4 new points of interest. First of all, we've got the Resistance Base. Now, Resistance Base, I think if I'm not mistaken, is, let me see if I can find it, which is this location as you guys currently seeing on screen. So this was the one that dropped a couple of days ago, featuring a base with the Millennium Falcon. As you guys can see, you've got a launch pad that's on it there, as well as a legendary chest. So this area looks like it's going to be fixed onto the map, so that is really interesting. I've also got into the shorts view of it, I suppose. I've also got, you can see a zip line at the bottom of the image down there as well, so that's really interesting. Another image we've got here is this snow-like image. Now, I'll have to do some checks on this when the map officially drops, but I would like to assume it's probably around the area of the first order base. So that's really interesting. So the first order base, so this is one image that we got for it, which can, basically features an at, which appears to have been broken down and transformed into a restaurant called Eat. So that's really interesting there. Also got this image, which went to a German content creator called Hey Stanny, this is like the same image but taken from a different angle. So that is really interesting as well. The next image we got, just before I go on to that next image, these both are going to be hanging around more or less the first order base location in the top right hand corner of the map. This one, I haven't been able to nail down exactly where this is on the map. However, I suspect it is going to be very close to the first order base again in the top right hand corner of the map. So similar, could potentially be this lake right here. So that is really interesting. So we've got what appears to be some sort of building that's been placed against a mountainside. So that is really interesting. What else can we take from this? We've got appears to be 3 spaceships at the top there, so that's really interesting. We've got a big, large base. Presumably that's where that Eat restaurant's going to be, just to the bottom left corner of that image there. And we've got this image, which primarily features a desert, so like a sandy area with, apparently you can actually go under the sand. If you remember from back in the days, I think it was the chapter 2 map, where you can like crawl underneath the sand and move up under the sand. So that's really interesting. I think that mechanic is going to be returning. So that is really interesting there. So we've got some sort of dome-shaped buildings. So that is really interesting. We've also got this rather interesting, I don't know how to describe this. I'm assuming that's probably a vehicle. But I'm keen to hear what you guys' views and opinions of this in the comments box down below. Now, I've taken a look at that, and that actually relates to the Outpost Enclave. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. The way you can tell that is, as you guys can see, top left corner, I've got the bridge, and far behind that, we've got this, I think, if not mistaken, that POI back there is the Kappa Kappa factory. So that would make perfect sense for that to be Outpost Enclave. I don't think we've got anything for Vader's Samurai Solitude, unless something recently has been posted for that. But that's really interesting. Just see, that's the same image more or less. That one that surfaced online, that came from a Spanish content creator, if I'm not mistaken. So very, very interesting stuff there, guys. Keen to hear what you guys' views and opinions of this in the comments box down below. If you haven't already, make sure you guys use code DeathMonk992 in the item shop. It just does appear after every 2 weeks, so make sure you guys keep putting that back in. We've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles skins, brand new ones. So you got Krang's Android, Bebop, Rocksteady, as well as Casey Jones. They're all in the item shop. Turtle Van Bundle, John Wick's made a return as well. Rick and Morty is on top of that. We've got brand new kicks, and some of them that got some emotes there. That's going to be leaving the item shop tonight. Very, very interesting stuff. Skibbity Toilet, WWE is still up for grabs as well. So let me know what you guys' views and thoughts are. If you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and upload, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace out.